Want to know how a tuition center in Singapore pulled off a 2.5x return on ad spend with tons of enrollments, almost 5 grand in sales, all from one webinar campaign? See, most education businesses think they need massive budgets to fill their programs. They throw money at ads, cross their fingers, and hope something sticks. But here's what actually works. A solid understanding of your target audience's pain points, a clear framework they can follow, and an offer that's so good they'd be stupid to say no. Let me break down exactly what we did for this client, and more importantly, why it worked. First, let's talk about who we were targeting. Parents of primary 3 to 6 students in Singapore. Now, if you don't know the Singapore education system, let me paint you a picture. These parents, they're stressed, their kids are working hard, doing endless practice papers, attending tuition classes, burning the midnight oil studying, but the results not matching the effort. And here's the thing about Singaporean parents. They care deeply about their children's education. It's not just about good grades, it's about securing their child's future in one of the most competitive education systems in the world. So when their kid is putting in the work but not seeing improvement, that's not just frustrating, that's panic-inducing. The parents feel lost, anxious, like they're failing their child somehow. They've tried everything. More tuition, more practice papers, more drilling. Nothing's working. That's the emotional state we needed to speak to. So here's what we did. The client has this special 3-day crash course that they could offer as an online webinar, right? But before I explain what that is, let me tell you why this offer structure works so damn well. See, most tuition centers make this mistake. They immediately try to sell their courses. Sign up now, pay us money, trust us, we're good. But parents are skeptical. They've been burned before, so instead of asking them to buy, why not give them value up front instead? Free training, real strategies, actual frameworks they could use immediately. That's what the client did with this 3-day crash course. They gave it away for free to any parents who sign up. This does 2 things. First, it builds trust. By doing this, you're demonstrating your expertise before asking for anything in return. Second, it qualifies the leads. Parents who show up to a free 3-day training, they're serious. They're actively looking for solutions. They're not tire kickers. So now that we've got the offer, we needed to really hit the nail with our messaging. The ad copy we used hit every single pain point I mentioned earlier. Is your child working hard but not seeing results? Bam. First sentence, we're calling out the exact frustration they're experiencing. Tired of endless practice papers and seeing very little progress? There it is again. We're naming their pain, making them feel seen. Are you feeling a little bit lost, slightly anxious as to how to help your child improve? This one's powerful because we're not just talking about the child's struggle, we're acknowledging the parent's emotional state, the anxiety, the feeling of helplessness, and then we follow it up with hope. What if I told you there's a smarter and more effective way? See what we did there? We validated their pain, then immediately offered a solution. But not just any solution, a smarter solution, one that doesn't require more grinding, more practice papers, more stress. That's the pattern interrupt right there. Now let's talk about the crash course content structure. This is where most people screw up. They promise vague results. Improve your child's grades, help them succeed. Boring, generic, forgettable. We got specific, really specific. In the landing page for the crash course, we clearly outline what they're going to get. Day 1, learn the proven ACE strategy that's helped thousands of students salvage 10 to 15 marks. So not only do we tell them that it's based on a credible strategy that's helped a lot of students, we also specify the number of marks, not some marks, not, oh, your kid's going to improve their scores, but 10 to 15 marks specifically. That's tangible. Parents can visualize that. They can imagine their child's report card with those extra marks. Day 2, a 3-step framework for answering science questions. Again, specific. A 3-step framework. Not will help you with science questions, but an actual concrete system they can follow. And it's only in 3 steps, which sounds simple enough to master. And in day 3, we'd promise something else that's also clear and valuable, provided, of course, that you can actually deliver those promises. Anyway, we didn't stop there. We didn't just list what they'd learn. We told them what the outcome would be. So in this case, that could be improving your kids' grades in a short amount of time, which is pretty straightforward. But also something like your kids will discover that learning science and answering science questions can be fun. That's a paradigm shift right there. We're not just promising better grades. We're promising a better experience, less stress, more confidence. Now, once we had all that down, here's where we cranked up the urgency. There will be no notes, no replays. This is critical because when you remove the safety net, people pay attention, they show up, they engage. If you tell people they can watch the replay later, guess what? They'll tell themselves they'll watch it later, and later never comes. But when you say, this is live only, show up or miss out, suddenly it becomes a priority. We also told them to bring a pen and paper. Tune out distractions, take notes. This primes them for active participation. It sets the expectation that this isn't passive content. This is a working session. And finally, we ended with a clear call to action. Click the register button below and enroll now before you forget. Simple, direct, no confusion about what to do next. So what happened? 2.5x return on ad spend, 24 enrollments, almost $5,000 in sales from one webinar series. But here's what I want you to understand. This didn't work because of some magic formula. It worked because we understood the audience deeply. We knew their pains, their frustrations, their fears. We spoke directly to those emotions, not in a manipulative way, but in a way that said, hey, we get it and we have a solution. We gave them value up front. We demonstrated expertise, we built trust, and then we made it easy for them to take the next step. That's the formula. Understand your audience, give them value, remove friction, create urgency. So, what can you take away from this? First, stop selling immediately. Lead with value. Give people a reason to trust you before asking them to open their wallets. Second, get specific with your promises. Improve your results is weak. Salvage 10 to 15 marks with the ACE strategy is powerful. Third, address the emotions, not just the logic. These parents weren't just looking for better grades, they were looking for relief from anxiety, clarity in confusion. Fourth, create urgency that's real, not fake scarcity, real reasons to act now. And fifth, make your offer so good that saying no feels stupid. Look, I've been doing marketing for over 30 years now. I've seen thousands of campaigns, and I can tell you this with certainty. The campaigns that work aren't the ones with the biggest budgets. They're the ones that understand people. That's what we did here. We understood these parents, we spoke to their pain, we offered a clear solution, and we made it easy to say yes. That's how you get 2.5x or better ROAS. That's how you fill your programs. That's how you build a business that actually helps people. If you want to learn more about how we structure webinars and challenges for coaches and course creators, check out the link below. I break down the entire system we use to generate consistent results like this. Until next time, this is Terence reminding you that good marketing isn't about tricks. It's about understanding people and giving them what they actually need.